Good morning, YouTube. This is C.W. Smith here, and this is gonna be my Arrow Mrs. Smith season premiere spoiler review. And I'm sorry this has been delayed in the first couple days. I was gonna do it yesterday afternoon, but I think my Wi-Fi was being messed up a little bit, a couple hours in the afternoon. And it was starting getting better. It was starting working better in the evening, but I just keep forgetting. I just forgot. I'm sorry about that. Now this will contain spoilers, so if you still haven't watched the episode yet, download the CW app. It's free. It's amazing. It's so good. And watch the episode. Then come back for my review video. Now, if you haven't remembered last week, the mid-season finale, it was someone thought this being betrayal because Agent Watson has information on one of them, but that they would know that the Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow, and Renee was the one that being interrogated for that. I think a lot of trust issues with the team, so it was a bunch of mix-up and all that. So Renee, Diana, and Curtis left the team, and it's been a few weeks. And now, flash forward to this episode. It took me a couple weeks of him going solo, all by himself, like it was before. It was the OTA, was original Team Arrow, which contained Oliver, John, and Felicity, which was still that way for this episode. Anywho, now this starts it off. There's a guy going to work in social business, and his name was Jerry Bertinelli. I haven't heard Bertinelli name in a while. Okay, it's been like, when was the last time we heard that name? I think it was somewhere in season 2. I know it was in season 1. I probably remember that. I know that. But I think season 2 was probably the last time we heard Bertinelli. I'm pretty sure we heard that. Anywho, I think they're figuring out a name for something else, for something. And Jerry Bertinelli said, "How about the Huntress after my cousin?" That is kind of a Huntress Easter egg. When you mention that, I'm like, I don't know if the Huntress is Helena Bertinelli is coming back. I don't know. People weren't expecting that. When I was live tweeting that episode, people were expecting her to come back on this episode. But I don't know if she is coming back. But I don't know. I mean, but that was a cool mention, though. That was a cool mention. And then there's a knock on the door. King James, Black Siren, and I can't remember the guy's name. I know he was probably the drug dealer for John when he was injecting himself because he was in trauma. I can't remember his name. And she got through security by she blew him a kiss, but it was a sonar kiss. It was a sonar kiss because, oh my god, that was actually pretty freaking cool, actually. And then when Jerry Bertinelli saw this threat, he seeked the Green Arrow's help, and he dropped a reference. And he said, "You're hard man to find. You ever thought about making a website or have a big spotlight in the sky with the silver arrow on it?" That is a reference to Batman. Okay, that is a reference for Batman. And I know I'm trying to remember this. I did rewatch the episode just to get what I want to talk about in this episode. I did rewatch it though. Oh, but Curtis still helped John out by making an implant, a small implant, a micro implant on his wrist, like John's wrist, because he'll be able to make a fist and fight again. And he was hoping that will work. First time it didn't work. The first time it didn't work for some reason. And then when they were talking in the cave, or bunker, that's what I meant, in the bunker, there were the echoey noises, and they didn't know what was up. Then they discovered, then they figured out they've been bugged. Because then they've been a camera there for the past 3 months. And they all didn't know that. And they told the rest of the team a day later. And they still didn't trust them. But they were still learning. Well, Oliver was. And then when Oliver and the Green Arrow went to the location to where Caden James and his team were taking part, and he would finally take him down, and they thought they were going to have it by surprise, but Caden James has more surprises, apparently. He way more surprises. So, he brought his posse out, which contains a couple people, a couple group gangs, criminal gangs, well, along with Dinah and Vince, aka Vigilante. Man, his team is impossible to beat with one guy. I mean, Oliver is good, but I don't know if he would be able to beat them alone. So, and later on, he decided that, well, at first he didn't accept Jerry Bernelli's help first, but then he followed Jerry Bertinelli, and then he stopped them by a car, and then he asked Jerry Bertinelli to get some gangs to help him. And yes, he's going to do what I say, and then we can defeat Caden James. Yeah, I was hoping he would. But then, and then he got this gang called the Red Dragons, which they were, well, I can't exactly remember what kind of gang they were exactly. And then there's epic fight scene with them along the Caden's army. Man, it was a good fight. And another good fight with Vigilante. We finally get to see Green Arrow versus Vigilante again. We finally get to see a fight scene with him again. Man, but that was a good one. That was a good fight scene. Yeah, and apparently Dinah didn't realize that Vince was part of Caden James' army until the rest of the team told them. Well, her. At first, she was kind of angry because he thought that I was trying to lie to her again. But he confronted her. I mean, she confronted him. Sorry. I think she would take him down, but Vince knocked her out. And he pulled his hand out of the cuffs, and his hand was bleeding, and we got to see his powers, like healing abilities. He had healing abilities like Deadpool, but less crazy, less crazy. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we never got to see. I don't think we never got to see his healing abilities, until his hand was healing from the blood that he got from the handcuffs. And then Jerry Bertinelli kind of betrayed them by giving Caden James the ports. But he also betrayed Caden James by finding his army. So he died anyway. He got shot anyway, and he got killed. Well, that's pretty much a win-win, sort of. But at least he said your daughter won't be killed. They won't kill your daughter, which is good. It's kind of a 50-50. They're kind of 50-50. Now, and Oliver made an apology to the rest of the team. They should never bug them. It was a failure of trust, and they decided. The other team decided to go and have their own team, which I would have thought they would have Oh. Oh. I wanted them to be back on the team out so bad. Sure, they make. Sure, oh, they make them back, but by bugging them. Sure. But he wanted to redeem himself. But his team just, oh my god. I hope later this season, I hope that they will finally come to a realization that they can't do this either, and they want to be back. I hope they will, man. Just, oh man. And then, sorry, my nose itched. And then before they left, they gave him, Curtis gave him the renewed microchip or whatever it was they were going to put in his wrist. And he figured out the problem, and he think he might fix it. And then they went back to the bunker to put it on him, and it took about a minute. And he made a fist, and Oliver threw him the gun, and he quit with this, and he threw him like this. I'm like, oh my god, John is back. John is back. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was... Oh my god, that was so freaking awesome. Oh my god. I cannot wait to see him back as Barton on this season. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see him. So, I don't know if it's going to be next... I think it's this week's episode, probably. Oh my god, I cannot wait so bad. Dude, oh my god. Oh my freaking god. It's amazing. It was amazing. Awesome, dude. Oh man. It was so good. Okay, there you have it. This was my Arrow Mrs. Premiere Divided spoiler review. Hope you all enjoyed that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, tap that bell. And I am off work today, so tonight will be my spoiler review for Supergirl, episode 11. There you go. So instead of doing it tomorrow morning, I'm going to do it tonight. I promise you, I will do it. I promise. I will not forget this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later with my Supergirl review. See you later.